Hello friends, welcome for today's session. Today we are going to learn about antimicrobial agents. I, Professor M.G. Shinde, KK College of Pharmacy, Nasik. Welcomes to all of you for this session. In today's session, we are going to learn about the definition of antimicrobial agents, principle, their mechanism of actions. So very first of all, what are antimicrobial agents? Antimicrobial agents are chemical preparations which help in reducing or preventing infection due to different microbes. There are n number of microbes like bacteria, fungi, viruses, etc. Germs. Depending upon this, there are maybe n number of terms like antibacterial agents, which are work against bacteria or kills the bacteria, or germicidal, which kills the germs, while bacteriostatics, these are the agents which prevent the growth of bacteria. Fungicides, these are the agents which kill the fungi. Viricides, these are the agents which kill the viruses. So there are n number of types of antimicrobial agents. There are different of these antimicrobial agents like hydrogen peroxide, potassium permanganate, etc. These antimicrobial agents, further, there are two classes, antiseptics and disinfectants. Antiseptics, these are the agents which are useful in preventing the sepsis, and generally these are agents which are useful in living things, while disinfectants, these are the agents which kill the microbes in inanimate things, that means non-living things. So these are the different terms which are used in antimicrobial agents. Now, the mechanism of action of the antimicrobial agents, these are based upon three types: oxidation, halogenation, protein binding, or precipitations. So very first of all, oxidation mechanisms. Many antimicrobial agents act by this oxidation of active functional groups which is present in the proteins or enzymes, which will lead to the changes in the conformations and functions of these proteins. There are free sulfhydryl groups has been essential for functioning of variety of proteins and enzymes. So these antimicrobial agents converts the sulfhydryl groups which is free form to the disulfide bond after oxidations, and hence inactivate the proteins as restrict the conformational changes which is needed to the work. By this ways, these antimicrobial agents by oxidations can causes the conformational changes, and the proteins which is required for the normal growth and functioning is not available for the microbes, and they get killed. So here the example of this antimicrobial agent which act by the oxidation mechanism is peroxides, permanganates, certain oxohalogen anions. Second one is halogenation mechanism. There are different antimicrobial agents which act by halogenation agents. This category of agents act on the peptide linkage and alter its potential and properties. They exert antimicrobial agent activity by the chlorination of peptide linkage or halogenation of peptide linkage in the protein molecules, and the destruction of specific function of the protein causes death of the microorganisms. The halides or hypohalite liberating compounds give action by this mechanism. These halides here, the free hydrogen which is present on the peptide linkage, this hydrogen gets substituted by this halogen atom. That means halogenation of this peptide linkage that lead to the changes in the conformations, and thereby the normal protein is not available for growth and functioning of the microbes, and thereby the microbes get either killed. Third way of this mechanism of action of this antimicrobial agent is protein binding or precipitation. Many metal ions exhibit protein binding or protein precipitation properties. The interaction of these metal ions with the proteins are non-specific and at sufficient concentration will react with the host as well as microbial proteins. Example, certain metals like mercury, arsenic and antimony show some enzyme specificity and form strong covalent bond with the particular enzyme systems. So there are different functional groups which are present on the protein molecules like sulfahydryl, hydroxyl, amino groups. So these metal ions forms chelations or complexes along with these pre-functional groups and thereby alter the conformations of these protein molecules. Indirectly, after alteration of this conformation protein molecule which is our which is required for the normal functioning growth is not available for the functioning of these microbes, and thereby the microbes their normal growth is inhibited or destruction of microbes occurs, and thus antimicrobial agents act by the precipitation and killing these microbes. So thank you. Up till this we have seen the classic definitions, different mechanism of actions and their examples. Thank you.